Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back for part 2 of what I see for the Chinese New Year, the energies around that, and what's going to be shifting and changing for this year, starting on the 29th. So some of you, my guides have already told me that some of you are going to be really like, you're going to feel this energy right away. Other people, you're going to feel it later in time. I have, been told that, and I noticed this, that my readings are timeless and people come back to my readings much later in time and resonate with them then. I will look at my readings later in time and resonate with it then. So, if this is not applicable to you at this moment or even starting the 29th of January, 2025, then it doesn't necessarily mean it's not for you. It just means like things haven't happened yet. My guides also wanted to point out there is a Mars retrograde in Cancer, and the Cancer energy is very strong. I'm not a big fan of Mars retrograde in general. Mars retrograde in Aries took my dad, so I'm not into the energy. Cancer also, all this, the water, can get hurt. That sign of Cancer can get very hurt and it's a water sign. And so any kind of retrograde in a water sign feels kind of like a Mercury retrograde. And I have felt strangely during this period of time that, where Mars is retrograding in Cancer, that it has felt like a Mercury retrograde in some way. I feel that. So somebody may feel some of those energies here. I wanted to point out, that there's 3 things that came out with the charms: the tomahawk, the sword, and the chain there. And to me, together, it feels like fights over money. It feels like fighting over child support. It feels like fighting over things that are outside of your control, issues with other people, but also issues with institutions. So like this is like an issue with your bank, or issue with T-Mobile, or issue with like your cell phone provider, or like something where there's some sort of issue and it's not like you can fix it. This can be abrasive energies, so very strong abrasive energies, needing to stand up for yourself, conflict of all different kinds, extreme conflict, but also energies of like sort of quiet conflict or quiet rage. With the North Node in Pisces, I definitely feel that there's a quiet rage oftentimes with Pisces. Pisces doesn't always let it all out. So, for some of you, you might be really, really pissed off about something, but like be so upset, like you don't even want to talk about it, issues within relationships, issues with, partnerships. This is breakups. This is divorces. This is issues that have to do with anything that's like contractual. So definitely looking at fine print, looking at the contracts, looking at like, anything you do, like sign, you want to do when Mars goes direct. I believe Mars is going direct on the 23rd of February. So at least give it until that time, if not a little bit later than that, because it definitely feels that, like I said, it feels kind of like a retrograde right now when I'm recording it, like a Mercury retrograde, but, later in time, you're going to see the energy pop up. Like I said, the tomahawk goes in the periphery. Anytime something is in the periphery means it's not necessarily about you. So, other people having conflict. You might, witness, somebody down the street shouting at their neighbor, or shouting at their partner, or having a heated argument that lasts for a long time, and, there's some element of conflict. I want everybody to be safe at this time, and so be sure to, watch where you're going and keep your heads up and your eyes peeled and things like that, and stay detached from it if all possible. There's a lot of busy energy. I feel like the shift is into like high gear of like, you got to get things done. Everybody's ramping up the energy for spring and the new, this new year, and like, it's almost like a kick in the butt for some. Like, you're going to feel like this is a kick in your butt when the shift into the Chinese New Year. It's a lot of hard work is what I see. mainly it's going to be hard on yourself, like self-work, because this is the year of the snake, and the year of the snake sheds its skin, and that's hard work. Shedding the old is hard work. It means like going through all the tough stuff, doing all the stuff that you have put aside or haven't wanted to do, getting down and doing your taxes, you know, like anything that's like you've put off, anything that you don't want to do, like it's having to face all that stuff and do all that stuff. And you might feel like so busy during this time that you can't even really see straight. It's just like a hodgepodge of stuff that's happening and going on. You might long for a relationship, but still have issues with, like an ex, or let's just say a partner of some kind, or issues around a divorce. Maybe you're going through a heated divorce and you're still not divorced yet, but like maybe you wanting a new relationship. Maybe you're, it's been years and you're like, okay, I'm ready to start something new. I also feel like there is some beautiful energy that I wanted to mention coming through, very sparkly energy with this star and this bracelet together. It's a very gold energy. So I definitely feel like for some, you're going to be looking a lot more shiny, or you're going to be working on your appearance or working on things that are going to really shine you up in some regard, whether it's getting new clothes or new jewelry. For some, maybe it's a new watch, whatever it is, it feels like it's shiny. But I also feel like the color gold is very, going to be very attractive in a lot of ways, not just in relationships. You're going to be attracting new opportunities or attracting prosperity in some kind. For some, I'm seeing someone acquire a property. I don't know how, like it might be through an inheritance, or it might be through a gift, or something that comes through that's just the door is open to it. I just feel like you're going to be attracting in positive things with this gold energy. Okay, I'm going to pull some of these cards here really quick. The element of control here, so controlling your temper, controlling what you say, watching how you work through your own stuff. This is a time of healing, this is a time of reflecting. But this is a time of also hard work. So it's going to be a difficult balance, I think, or it's just a balance in general. Some of you are worried about financial. And you're going to have to work on, working on your budget. How you spend your money, things like that. I definitely feel, okay, so here we go. So we improvements in finances. I do feel like there's money coming in through your own hard work and effort. I do feel with all this water energy, you might feel like you're working twice as hard, or you're going to have to work twice as hard to get anything out of it, because it's a very mutable energy. It's very mud-like energy. But I definitely feel like if you put in the hard work, you're going to see results this year. And even though, you're shedding maybe like an old skin, or you're going, leaving behind an old cycle. Some of you are leaving behind a poverty cycle. Whatever cycle it is you're leaving behind, and it's hard, I feel like you're going to get through it. That's what I want to say. Yeah. This is a card about pregnancy. This is a card about money and power and financial abundance and great wealth. So for some, this is a very, very wealthy. You're going to be very wealthy this year. This year is probably going to bring in a lot of more abundance and money than you probably are expecting for many of you. But I definitely feel like the element of shedding the old skin here has to do with your healing, and has to do with where you're at with things, with your, I want to say your internal process, because the outer reflects the internal. So you are shedding an old cycle, and I do feel like that's very beautiful, and that's really the bottom line here. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you guys so much. If you want to do a private reading, please let me know. I just did a video on how to book. I send everyone big hugs, big kisses, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care.